Okay, hello everyone. My name is Anežka Müller, and thank you for joining me for this talk where I'd like to introduce you the concept of Python pizza events. First, why should you listen to me talking about Python pizza? I've been involved with the Czech Python community almost 10 years now, and it all started way back with me joining the PyLadies chapter here in Brno, and I organized for several years meetups and PyLadies courses here in Brno. Also, on my way, also DevConf.CZ for several years. But what is most important, the last two editions of Python Pizza in Czech Republic. 2025 here in Brno, 2026 in Ostrava. By any chance, any of you attended Python Pizza? Thank you, awesome. Partly, okay. For me, the concept, I just fell in love with it. So after the Ostrava Python Pizza, I was like, okay, I have to spread the word about it. I need more people to learn how it is awesome and persuade you maybe, or implant the seed that you might want to organize it by yourself. So what is Python Pizza? It is kind of a conference, but a bit different. The specifics are, as most of the conference included DevConf, it's fully organized by volunteers, it's fully community-driven. But what differs it from the other concept is that the talks are really, really short. And by short, I mean 10 minutes. All the talks in the Python Pizza events last 10 minutes. Lightning talks here are 15 minutes long, which is 50% longer than like regular talks on Python Pizza. All these talks go one by one in single track, and this single track takes place in one day only. So we have one day fully loaded with technical talks, all going one by one, 10 minutes, 2 minutes for switch, 10 minutes, 2 minutes for other switch talk, all in one day. And also there is pizza. There is no pizza today, I'm sorry, but 15 minutes, it wasn't too long for me to bring it. But the pizza for Python Pizza is like a really nice binding experience on lunch, sharing pizza from a box. Really nice thing. Also, it was born in Naples in 2017, so no surprise that there's pizza involved. Why do I think it is a great asset to your community events and why maybe your communities need one? I think it has several points of view. Let's start with the audience. Usually when you have a local community, you start with meetups. You organize meetups on a regular basis, usually once per month, once per 2 months. You have one technical talk and then networking. If you want to do something more, maybe your community doesn't feel that it's time to do like fully loaded conference as, for example, DevConf is, because, look around. How many people are involved in DevConf? How many people you need to organize such a thing? How many resources do you need? So if you want to give your audience something conference-like, but with much lower effort, Python Pizza might be the format for you. Also, from the organizing point of view, if you're a bunch of organizers doing meetups, and you feel like a bit of a challenge, but again, the full blast conference is like maybe too much for you, this is still a conference. It can still give you the feel, how is it to organize like the full day full of talks, what is involved, and maybe it may be a next step on your way to organize a full blast conference. And what I love about it the most is the speaker's point of view, because for seasoned speakers, this might be a really nice playground for trying different formats. For example, in Ostrava, we had a talk totally without slides, which is not usual on technical conferences, and it was awesome. So if you want to try something, you have 10 minutes, you can do it. If it doesn't work, it was only 10 minutes, so it's okay. Also, for the first-time speakers, 10 minutes doesn't sound like something that scary, like standing here for 35 minutes in like other tracks. This might be a bit too much for first-time speakers, but Python Pizza, again, 10 minutes and it's over. And it's great for like first-time speakers to kind of like get used to speaking. And then there's the pizza aspect, which is great, so yeah. Again, doing your Python Pizza for the first time, it's fairly easy to do because you don't need that much of energy and resources as for the full conference. You need a fairly small team. For the Brno edition and for the Ostrava edition, the organizing team consists of 3 people only. It's not that much, and it wasn't overwhelming for us. We divided the responsibilities based on our preferences. Someone took care of the social network, someone from the CFPs and stuff like that. So it was really nice, really easy, not that time consuming. We were able to, the Ostrava one, organize even a remote. So this might be good for smaller teams even to try something new. Of course, you need venue, but you don't need such a big venue as we are now, because usually Python Pizza, as I mentioned, 1 day, single track, you basically need 1 bigger meeting room. Usually the audience of Python Pizzas is around 100 people. If you have good relationships with some local companies in your location, you might even be able to get it for free from them. So, and again, not that heavy on resources. You need a few volunteers to help you on site with registration, with distribution of refreshments, stuff like that, streaming and so. And this might be a really nice first-time experience for people from your community who would like to try to organizing something. You don't have that much of work for them with meetups, but Python Pizza might be a nice thing to try volunteering for technical conference. And you need pizza, of course. And by that, I mean you really need reliable vendor, because you will be ordering like 80 to 100 pizzas at one time. So for us here in Brno, it was 4 vendors doing it for us, because nobody wanted to take it like the whole thing. But in Ostrava, there was only 1. So this is basically it. You don't need it much. And everything you might need is very well described on the documentation, docs.python.pizza. This is documentation written by the Prague organizing team. After the conference, they gathered all the experience and created basically a checklist, step by step, how to organize your own Python Pizza, starting with how to put together a team, what resources do you need. There is how to process CFPs, how to create like assets for social networks, stuff like that. Everything is very well documented there. So even if it would be your first time organizing anything ever, this may really help you to do a successful event. So all in all, if I got you at least a bit intrigued, go to docs.python.pizza, find out what's necessary to organize such a thing. The format gets fairly popular among the whole Europe. This year there was Ostrava Python Pizza, already there was Wrocław Python Pizza, and there is one baking now in Istanbul. So this is something which really gets popularity. Also, I'd like to mention that I was talking a bit about resources. Python Pizza is not that heavy about money, what you need for. Like you need to pay for the pizza, you need to pay for the venue if you're not gonna get it like as a barter with some company. But there are organizations which can help you if you're from some technical community. Look around, maybe you have some supporting organization. For example, Python in Czechia, we have Pivots, which is our local supporting NGO, provided funding for local events. If you're from Europe, there is EuroPython Society, providing, again, support for local Python events. You can apply for a grant. If you're not from Python world, but from someone else, just look around. I bet that there are fundings for you as well to support you on your way. So that's it, docs.python.pizza. Learn more, organize yours, and we have time for questions now, if there are any. Or not. Yes. Yeah.
Can it work with other programming languages as well?
Yes, for sure. I mean, the hardest part for me is that if you are able to deliver 10-minute talk, which is like good enough deep dive, but then this is the only limitation I see. So the format could work for not only technical conferences, basically for everything. So yeah. And it's open source, so feel free to use it for every language you like to. Any more questions? No. Okay then, Thank you very much, and hopefully see you on next Python Pizza.